Hello and welcome to the Ohio Pagans Guide. We're your hosts, Callie and Samora, and this is our guide to all things pagan in Ohio. All right, on today's how-to mini-sode, it is on hosting virtual rituals. For those that don't know, the Moon Sister Coven is spread out over approximately 125 miles.
I did not know that.
Yes. We have members down in Cincinnati.
Yep.
We have members all the way up to Bellefontaine.
Yep.
So I did the math, it's about 125 miles from my house to Mason's house.
Which would be the one in Cincinnati.
Yeah. And I'm the one in Bellefontaine. And then we've got everybody in between. We've got
Hamilton,
Dayton, Hamilton, Middletown, Wilmington, maybe.
I know. I'm so excited that there's a possibility of another witch in our coven.
I know. I'm so excited. I really hope, I really feel like she's going to be a good fit. So I really hope you guys mesh well with her.
Well, I've known her.
Mm-hmm.
So me and her kind of mesh anyway. So it's just getting everybody else to mesh with her and kind of get her vibes and energy. And
Mason, I talked to Mason about it. Mason knows her.
Does she?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if she was at one of the Witch in the Woods where she was.
Yeah, there. She said something about being at one of your events when you were doing the Divine Witch, and I think she said she also met her at Dayton Pagan Pride.
That I could believe.
Yeah,
because she's close to there.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the virtual rituals are really great for us to get together over that great of distance.
Especially when your full moons are like on a Wednesday.
Yes, yes. And or you really want to celebrate on the Sabbath, but it is also in the middle of the week,
or it's on a busy weekend that collides with other holidays, and you're just like, family.
Gotta do that Muggle family stuff.
Yeah, and then you're like, I really want to do my witchy stuff, but
it really helps us. So we do it. We do our coven meetings virtual. We do Sabbaths virtual sometimes. We do full moons.
Yep.
Virtual. Occasionally we'll throw in a new moon if we're feeling spunky. It's really not unusual for us to do a virtual ritual together.
So probably the question would be is like, how do you do it, right?
So for us, the first thing was deciding on a platform. We tried Google Meet for a while, but one, it's video. Not a lot of people want to be on video. Two, we had some issues getting people in, just getting denied entry.
Right.
Since we started the Discord server, Twisted Tree Path, we have actually switched to doing our virtual rituals in Discord.
Yep.
And that seems to be working really great. It's voice chat, so those who don't want to be on camera because either they want to go skyclad or they're just not comfortable with people seeing them, can be
able to do that in their own space and feel comfortable doing it.
Because it's just audio.
Plus, the good thing with us being audio on that platform is that other people can come in who have joined but may have not had a part in the ritual itself, like calling the corners or the priest or the priestess or whatever it may be, but they can still get that community.
Yeah. Because we get together as a coven, but we do open it to all the witches that are in the Discord server. So anybody is free to join our rituals. But so they can slip in and out without too much issue, but it's free for anybody to join. I think the other thing is it's important for everybody to have their own altar so they can participate in things like lighting the God and Goddess candle when they're called in, lighting the corridor candles when the quarters are called.
Yep.
Just being able to interact and kind of go in sync, essentially, with your own altar setup.
And also, I feel like we can talk about this in another episode about how the energetic line length, kind of like what is it called?
Ley lines?
Yes. Thank you. I forgot for a minute. And I'm like, it's kind of like that. That's how I envision, like, when we're doing our rituals, is that each connection is a different point, and it's like ley lines, and we're feeding off that energy and also the energy in between to bring it into the magic.
Mm-hmm. And then the other thing that I like to do to get everybody active in the ritual is to assign parts.
Mm-hmm.
In general, we need about 7 people. Well, 6 people for a virtual ritual because we don't need an attendant.
Right.
But we need 4 people to call to quarters, and then 2 people to represent the priest and priestess, the masculine and the feminine energy. We don't necessarily need a man.
Right.
I know Samora and I typically lead the rituals, so
I'm normally the masculine energy.
Yep. So, getting those parts out, getting them actively participating, not just lighting their candles and going along with emotions, but getting them actively participating, holding that point. I think that's another good piece for doing these virtual rituals.
Now, I will say one of the cons that I just thought about is, like, sometimes when we're doing the rituals, like, you'll go to light a candle and then it'll be like 2 seconds later, light the candle, and it's like, oh, I got ahead of everybody.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, usually how I do the quarter calls is I call them in and then light the candle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't light the candle and then call them in, but it's your preference.
Right.
I don't really use candles much anymore for calling the quarters. I set a crystal down.
Kind of like a little point.
Yeah, I set a crystal point down in that space just because I have a cat and a toddler, and I'm afraid of having candles on the floor.
Right.
At the moment, getting knocked over and setting things on fire, which
like a kitty.
Yeah, which ritual mishaps are going to happen, and we'll talk about that in another episode. But yeah, it's the timing is very important. Even when you're doing a chant to raise energy, or like for us, our rituals use a linking charm to link me and Samora together as the leaders of the ritual, and getting that timing down over the virtual aspect is a little difficult.
Yeah, sometimes I'm ahead, sometimes you're ahead, and then there's that perfect moment where we both sink in, and it's like, well, it worked.
Yeah. I mean, it still works. Like, saying the words really kind of links us together like that, but when we do it in person, it's so much better because we get those where we're supposed to be speaking together.
But then we also get the giggle fits.
Yeah. Squirrel. Another con is that I thought about was not being able to feel the other people's energies.
Right.
When you're raising that cone of power.
Like, I know for Luna, she's all about doing rituals with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know her personal experience when it comes to us when we're doing virtual, but I didn't know that she feels more inclined to do ritual when she's with other people.
Yeah. But the thing about the virtual rituals is it's easier in adult life to get everybody together for that Sabbath, for that full moon, for that meeting. Because you don't have, again, we're 125 miles apart, so it's really hard to get everybody together for travel, just travel. Like, if we do a 9 p.m. full moon ritual, and we're doing it at your house, that's an hour and a half drive for me back after we're done. And I might. That's
not including if you pick up Mason.
Yeah, and I have to drop her off.
Yep.
Or if I have to go to Wilmington.
Right.
It's easier to do that, especially when they're not on the weekend. So to get everybody together, because adult life is busy. You've got work, kids, animals, family,
holidays, all different kinds of stuff, work,
friends. You may want to do something with a non-witch friend, just because that's when your guys' schedules seem to mesh up. And I think that there is nothing wrong with doing things virtually. I think you can still get the same kind of spiritual satisfaction.
Since we are talking about virtually, another thing, if you can't have an altar, like you said, you're like, can't light the candles. you can go online and get a virtual altar
Mm-hmm.
where like you can have the candle and then you can click the candle and it'll light up and the whole 9 yards. So it's like having that virtual space.
Mm-hmm. Now, we don't tend to use those virtual altars together because I believe we could set up one where it was
set up like that.
We all could come in. I just kind of prefer to have my own space because I have a standard altar setup, quote unquote.
Right. But I'm talking about for the people who may be in the closet, don't have the supplies, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or the space.
Or the space.
Or aren't allowed to burn candles.
Yep.
There are some apartments that, that's just not possible. So, I think that about covers it.
Yeah. I think that we went over the pros, we went over the cons, and it's just kind of up to you. And you don't have to be like us and use Discord. You can use other platforms like Zoom or, Google Meets. Maybe that'll actually work for you. It did not work for us. But
poor Luna could never get in.
I know. She would be trying to get in and it would just fight her all the way.
Yeah. We primarily switched to Discord because we did want to kind of open it up to all the witches who join us in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so having that kind of public space on our witch server makes it easier for others to join as well.
And if you like this podcast, check out some of our other podcasts and follow us on our Facebook page.
See you at the full moon.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Ohio Pagans Guide. If you have questions or would like to suggest a topic we should discuss, reach out to us via email at ohiopagansguide@gmail.com or on Facebook at the Ohio Pagans Guide.